What's up everybody, this is Specko, and this is the first of my sniper strategy videos that I'm going to put out as kind of a series. I'm going to try to cover every map and try to help you guys out. This isn't really for the advanced players. I might be showing y'all things that you already know, but this is to help people out that are having a little bit of trouble. And the first map here is a sub base. I'm using the intervention with FMJ, the striker with the FMJ as a secondary. I'm using claymores and stun grenades ×2, scavenger pro, cold-blooded pro, and ninja pro. The reason I'm using cold-blooded pro is simply because this is a hardcore game. Now, the only thing you would change out if you were playing regular would be change it from cold-blooded to stopping power pro, because you don't want to get hit markers with your intervention. It's not fun, simply because it's a bolt action. If you hit somebody in the gut, they're most likely not going to go down. It's going to take a second shot. Without stopping power, you need to hit them in the upper chest or the neck or the head to kill them with one shot. Ninja Pro is very, very useful in both game types, simply because especially if you have a headset, a competitive headset. I have some Air Force X3s, which are pretty good. They're not great, they're not surround sound, but they do give me a good idea where everybody is, because they're directional to a point. And Ninja Pro, making your footsteps silent. They're not completely silent, but they're silent enough. It really helps out as far as sniping goes, especially if you're staying stationary and more of a tactical approach. Now, if you think sitting in one place for a while with a sniper rifle counts as camping, and you're one of those that can't stand it, I suggest not to watch this, because you're not going to like it, because I stay in one place for a while. And that's just how I do it, because when these guys I'm playing with right now, I play with pretty much all the time, and the way we run is everybody has fields of fire except for maybe one or two of us, so we try to take over one section of the map and deny access to the enemy. This works very well whenever you're trying to win, because you usually take over the best spots and people can't do anything. All they do is they keep coming in and just keep getting worked, because they're walking out to somebody waiting on them. Now, a lot of you may complain, oh, that's camping and that takes no skill. Well, it works. It is camping, but it's also very, very effective when you're trying to win. So this is going to show you some good places to do that. Now, see, I have Scavenger Pro on with the which really helps with my claymores, because what I'll do is I'll go to, you want to find a spot in the map like this. This is the upper office. Upper office only has two entry points. The entry point coming up the stairs, and the entry point coming across the top of the middle by the air conditioners and the vents. Now, use Scavenger to pick up and place your claymores at both of those entrances. That way you really have nothing to worry about unless your claymore go off. Now, beware of people that use Scrambler Pro, and then it takes double the time for a claymore to go off, or triple, I can't remember, one of the two. Anyways, those are your worst enemies. Upper office is a great place. It's very hard to get to you if you don't use grenades and noob tubes. You're vulnerable to explosives. That's about it. And if you're not watching along the middle, or if you're just hanging out in one of the windows, then you're gonna catch some problems. But other than that, you should be pretty good. Like I said, go through every time you kill somebody. You need to replace your claymores. I suggest that if you're going to be doing a tactical approach with a sniper rifle, to use Scavenger Pro, not Sleight of Hand Pro. Sleight of Hand Pro is great if you're running around the map, which is a lot of fun too. Which I'll eventually put out some videos on quickscoping and a little more aggressive play with a sniper rifle. Use Sleight of Hand Pro for that if you're going to be moving, but if you're wanting to stay in one area and take over a section of the map, you need to have Scavenger Pro, because Sleight of Hand Pro, it just doubles your scope in quickness, rather than, it's not really that big of a difference if you're going to be hard scoping after somebody. Like I said, with here in the upper office on sub base, it's probably the best spot on the map in my opinion. Because, like I said before, it's only 2 entrances. You see, with the secondary, you can change it out. You can use something different than Striker. I've just been using Striker here lately, just for a little bit of something different. I really like the SPA's 12 with the grip on it. I like the models, but a lot of people try to complain about them, so I just stopped using them for the most part. I never really used them until after they patched them. But if you saw in the beginning of the video, I was over at the very far east side of the map, and that's I guess you could call it like a little inlet, or not really an inlet, a little outlet. It's like a dock. Now up here in this office, it's not like where I was at the far east side of the map. With the far east side of the map, you just want to have to where you can see all of the angles. You can move your camera just right to where you can see all of the angles you can get shot at from. Now, you want to scan across your entire screen and watch for movement. That's the best thing whenever you're sniping, is to not be zoomed in the whole time, and you just want to watch for movement and shoot at movement. That's the best thing. You don't really want to be zoomed in all the time looking for people, because a lot of times you're extremely vulnerable from pretty much everywhere but where you're looking. Now, if you see here, whenever I'm in here, I check everywhere around me. It's kind of like a little routine, going through a little routine of I'll go out and look out my right side, check out my right side. I'll wait for a little bit, listen to what my teammates have to say, go back, check out my other side, and then check up above, check everywhere you're vulnerable. But whenever you're not looking in a direction, you want to make sure that you're positioned to where you can't get hit from where you're vulnerable, where you're not looking. Now, right there, whenever I tried to hit the guy through the floor. Sometimes you'll actually get that hit, simply because you have FMJ on. Now, I get my chopper gunner, trying to call it in, but there's already a chopper up, and I cannot get it out. Sitting there trying, I'm asking my teammates to shoot it down, but lucky for me, nobody had a stinger equipped. I don't even go. I wait. I go try to replace the claymore, and I think I go back and try to do my chopper gunner again. Now I have chopper gunner on this one, but here lately I've actually found out I prefer the AC-130, and I'll do a review on the AC-130 versus the chopper gunner within the next day or two. On this game, I finish out the game with the final kill of this chopper gunner, so there's really nothing left to it. And my next video, I'm going to be showing some sniping tips for Karachi and a couple additional ones. So I'll upload that one pretty soon, and I'll catch you all then.